Hello and welcome back. We have a good one for you today. Do you find your account empty after the most basic necessities are paid for? Had you realized that you can only afford to pay the minimum payment on your debts even though you want to pay more? Do you get anxiety about bills and obligations? You are not alone. According to a report by economic data agency Payments.com and financial tech company Lending Club, found that an astonishing 70% of millennials more than any other generation are dependent on their next payday just to get by. The same survey provided in June of this year projects 125 million adults in America rely on their next paycheck. According to the Career Builder website, do you know that 78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck? That's almost 80%. Do you know that 1 in every 10 workers making $100,000 plus leave paycheck to paycheck? You can leave paycheck to paycheck in any income group. Do you also know that more than 1 in every 4 workers do not set aside any savings each month? Living paycheck to paycheck is no fun. This is a follow-up to our previous video regarding lifestyle creep. We are doing this video because lifestyle creep is one of the primary culprits for living paycheck to paycheck. Thanks for taking time in your busy schedule to join us here on Wealth Listicles, a channel where we research and list anything real estate, stocks, and everything personal finance, so we can further learn it, try it, build wealth, give, and impress our future selves. Living paycheck to paycheck is anti-financial freedom. Retire early. Life in itself is stressful, living paycheck to paycheck adds another level of stress. So, in this video we are giving you 12 tips and strategies to help you escape the paycheck to paycheck lifestyle. Some of these steps are only going to be temporary, just so that you make sure the program or strategy you choose to try out works as it should. Let's get to it. Number 1. Take responsibility of your situation and clearly define your goal and your why. What is your motivation? Why do you want and desire to change your finances? Yes, your motivation could be anything as easy as you saying you want to stop being broke right after payday. Or I want to have more money left over to save. I want to have money left set aside to invest. You need to have a clear goal and desire that makes you want to stop living paycheck to paycheck. The goal and prize will be your driver and what encourages you to keep going on days that you want to give up. It is going to be especially useful on a strategy we will explain in number 2. Number 11. Create a budget and stick to it. This one will always be the bedrock of any list for financial freedom and independence, even though it is easier said than done. You cannot get your spending under control or run your household expenses without a budget. Even if it is a good old-fashioned Excel spreadsheet that is accessible during a discussion with your spouse. You need something. Something you can go to and see how you are doing. Something that helps you start the month. I know a lot of people that take having a budget or an Excel sheet set up for their finances as an outright insult to how hard they work. They say, I work too hard to not buy anything I want. I don't need a budget. It is okay to splurge every once in a while when you do good work, but the problem comes, however, if it wasn't budgeted for. We are humans and we tend to go outside the mental limit if we don't have an accountability tool like a budget where the limit is specifically spelled out. If you can't use a budget tool, then another strategy is go back to the old-fashioned envelope system. The envelope budgeting method allows you to physically portion out your monthly income toward different spending categories, and once the envelope is empty, you know you're done for the month. It really works and allows you to stick to your budget and free up other funds to savings or to paying down debt. Number 10. Build your emergency fund. I'm sure you've heard this several times from several sources that having an emergency fund is the basis of building an exceptional financial freedom. The goal here is to always expect the unexpected. Know that things will break. Your car will break. You will have the check engine light come on when you least expect it to. There will be a leak in your home when you don't expect there to be one, no matter how old or new the house is. My oldest daughter just discovered a leak in our home 2 days ago. In real estate, you will have an HVAC unit or an appliance break in the house that you will have to quickly fix or replace. These are some of the reasons why we build emergency fund. Number 9. Make sure you have adequate insurance. Last thing you want is to need to file a claim and discover that you didn't have proper coverage. Having insurance is like winning the lottery at the right time when you need the coverage. Even millionaires agree to this. No matter how wealthy or not so wealthy you are, having adequate health, auto, and umbrella insurance is always a great thing. Number 8. Take a closer look at your finances. Find out what you can cut and what you can reduce. Also, see some of the places where you are paying too much. Another good question to ask yourself is, are you overextended? Treat your finances like a business and always make sure you are keep track of what is coming in and what is going out. You want to study your finances like your life depends on it. When you study your finances, you will realize the holes and leaks that needs to be plugged. You need to take a hard look at it and scrutinize your finances. The cut is never easy, but it is necessary to get out of the paycheck to paycheck lifestyle. Number 7. Learn to live below your means. You must consider living a life of frugality. There is nothing wrong with this. Warren Buffett, the great investor and billionaire of our generation, lives a life of frugality. And because you are living paycheck to paycheck already, your goal of frugal living should be on overdrive at least in the beginning until you are able to get your finances in order. Some call this a financial diet too. Deprive yourself things of luxury that are eating into your finances. This is a sacrifice you need to make to get you back on track where you don't live paycheck to paycheck. Take it a step further and try to live like you're broke for a few months to a year. The lesson in this tip cannot be emphasized enough. In addition to saving, you will come out of this strategy with so many great lifelong lessons, some better than financial lessons. Among many, you will realize that you don't need so much money to live your best life. You don't need so much money to be happy. Our loved ones will love us whether we have little, some, a lot of money or none at all. You don't need so much money to attract quality friends. Quality and authentic friends are the ones that are ready to befriend you when you don't spend much or live a flamboyant lifestyle. Trying to live like you are broke for a few months, you will put yourself in the shoes of those that have less and see how they manage to get by and still have smiles on their faces. And above all, you will further learn the essence of life, which is to live life to the fullest with the ones we love, and not just in pursuit of money. Before we continue, we hope you've gotten some valuable tips so far. If you like these types of videos, kindly like this one and consider subscribing to encourage us, and it will help the channel a great deal. And if you're new, welcome. Let's move on. Number 6. Cut and reduce your spending. Look for quality stuff you have that you can flip and turn into money. Just like you bought it, there are some people out there that will buy it too. Look for items you are not using that are expensive that you may be able to turn back in while you complete this phase. These funds will not only give you the funds to jumpstart your program, it will also save you money by cutting the recurring obligation that was tied to the item. Look at your closet and see what you can flip there to give you a head start on the financial change you want to embark on. I don't know about you, but the pandemic has taught me that I don't need as much stuff as I have in my closet. This is what is preventing me from buying more stuff now that things may be going back to normal. The pandemic was an exceptional opportunity to build wealth, especially when everything was shut down and no one was getting up and getting dressed to go out. Remember that time when the only we were allowed to go was the grocery store? Number 5. Gain more personal finance knowledge. There are books at the library and other places. There are articles all over the internet that you can read. Reading about personal finance will help you navigate through this hard times. You will also learn about what other people before you have done to get out of this similar paycheck to paycheck lifestyle. Learning how millionaires have gone through similar times would serve as an encouragement to you that this too shall pass. Learn about financial discipline, how to use a budget, how to manage your income and expenses, how to manage your savings, investments, and retirement accounts. Number 4. You need another source of income. Explore ways to grow your money and increase your income. I know you've heard this several times, but it is the honest truth. The pandemic has taught everyone that having a job is not security. There are many side hustles that you can do. You need something else that can bring you money besides your full-time job. This is where you will shine. Not only will this occupy your time and make you forget about shopping and your wants, it will give you extra money to throw towards your debt or further build your nest egg. Consider investing in assets that will give you better return. Dividend investing is one that we swear by here at Wealth Listicle, and rental income is a very close second. You can also consider switching jobs to a high-paying one. In this post-pandemic world, where there is profound labor shortage, you just might be able to get a company that will give you a sizable sign-on bonus that you can use to start a good nest egg. Number 3. Try a no spending or no ordering week. I have a few friends that do this. It is popularly known as no spend challenge. It's simple as taking a set of time, like a week or month, to not spend any money. It really is a phenomenon that is popular that you should try. Mark Amazon as a no-go place. Mark your favorite store as a place you are not going to visit that month. You can take it further by blocking those websites on your internet browser for a set amount of time. Start with a week and then block it for a whole month. When I go days without spending, I smile and pat myself at the back at the end of the week. It sure feels good to do a week without spending on any item on your want list. You need to take a couple of weeks off buying things and stuff you really don't need. This will allow you to take a couple of days off debt. Cut out the restaurant visits. Reduce the visits to Starbucks. Do away with your premium addictions. It is not that hard to steer clear of things that are not needs. Number 2. Get 1 month ahead of your bills with the 3 paycheck month strategy. This is our most valuable pro tip in this entire video. In this strategy, we want you to try and pay bills in advance prior to a 3-check month. This is a great alternative if you can't pick up extra hours, extra work, or if you can't start a side hustle just yet. The 3-check month saving strategy is a good starter to get you out of the paycheck-to-paycheck lifestyle. If you don't take anything else from this video, we'll appreciate if you take this one to heart and try it out sometimes. Everyone needs to try this to see how it works out for them. What is a 3-paycheck month? A 3-paycheck month is a month where you get paid 3 bi-weekly cycles. In the month of October, for instance, if your pay date falls on Friday, October 1st, that means you'd get paid again on October 15th, and then again October 29th. This 3-paycheck period month can change your life if you do it right, just like we are suggesting. Look for your own 3-check month and note it. To make this strategy effective, you'll need to sacrifice a month prior. You will need to deprive yourself a lot of things the month before this month, because the month before the 3-paycheck period month, you want to save so much money like your life depends on it. You want to cut everything you can possibly cut. You want to go on a spending freeze and only maintain the necessities. By doing this, you will have enough funds to cover that month's bill and the bills for the 3-paycheck month. Get it? I hope you do. The goal is to enter the 3-check month with no bills due. So that when you collect first pay that month, you send it straight to the savings account. And when you get the second payment on the 15th, you send everything to your savings, and then you do that for the third pay on the 29th. Remember, this can only be achieved with you doing the preliminary work the month before. You only have 3-check months in a year, so you have to use them wisely. Take this strategy further, try doing it twice in 1 year. Just make sure you do lesson learned from the first time and tweak things before the next 3-paycheck month comes. Want to take it even further? Pick up more shift at your work when you have this strategy in action. It's like taking a break on bills even though all you did was pay them way in advance, so you can just collect your checks that month and save them. Now do us a favor and grab that calendar and note your next 3-check month and the month before it. You can do it. You will need all the other points that we've mentioned before this for this strategy to work. You will need the why, your goals, and your eyes on the prize to drive you through this month. We hope you try this strategy because it really works. And if anything, it would help you at least build for emergency funds you need. We have a fervent belief that you will love this strategy. Just make sure you do all the hard work the prior month. Number 1. Be patient. When you finally come up with a plan or program, it behooves you to exercise patience and know that Rome wasn't built in a day and that you need to give your strategy time to work for you. Imagine trying to stop living paycheck to paycheck without having patience to give things time to work. You will be very stressed when the process itself is stressful. Before you get off this exercise and mark it as ineffective, make sure you check if you've gave yourself a realistic timeframe for the process to work in your favor. I hate for you to give up prematurely in the process when you're almost at the finish line. I know it is not easy, but you can do it, and I believe in you. Now go out there and break the paycheck to paycheck living cycle. I wish you good luck. That's it for this video, guys. I hope to see you in the next video. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know when we post another interesting finance video. Until next time.